listening to a Bob Lazar podcast with Joe Rogan, and it's really, really interesting. I just left the meeting with a really interesting dude. His demeanor was very interesting. I would say he don't know if any of this is true or not, but he raised $12 million at the age of like 15, 16, and I was like, I already knew something like not fishy was going on, but I was like, it's either your dad or your grandpa was an absolute fucking baller, and now he's given you all his connections and all the easy ways through, which I'm actually about to talk about that. I'm going to talk about that is that shit is getting those handouts, because what I noticed in this guy was he actually had very weird mannerisms, like in the sense of he very rarely actually sees people in person. He very rarely actually talks to people in person, mainly people over the phone. Like, just seemed a very awkward dude. Like he couldn't hold eye contact with me for more than 2 seconds. Like, this guy's also, he's apparently crushing it, like 2-3 deals a week. That's pretty fucking awesome. That's like 12 deals. That's 12 deals a month. I mean, that's pretty good. It's 120 grand, which is pretty awesome. Now, what's really interesting is, again, he seemed very introverted, but he was also he seemed like very smart. He wanted to get in like private equity and do this thing after he like built up the wholesaling company, do this, and then get in private equity. I don't really have much I can provide value to really to that conversation, other than I really don't have any idea. I don't really know where I could provide value there, so I kind of just left that. But it's like I knew a very specific part of the wholesaling business, but that was what he was operating on. And what I'm working on now is because I do realize that I'm not the best at explaining things, especially technology wise. I tend to overcomplicate stuff. Not in the sense of like I don't understand it, but in the sense of like it's hard for a regular person to understand what the fuck I'm saying and to see the value in what I'm saying. And that'll come with practice, but man, this is such shitty quality. Oh wow, that is so shitty. Plastic ass car. Literally a plastic car. Whatever. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, I want to get a demo of our newest feature very soon, at least like a visual representation of a demo. I think a visual demo video would really be killer and help with a release with something like that. Like, I think that'd be so cool. And make sure when you're doing demos or any presentations that you do a dry run before, okay? And like you look from the customer lens, because I've done it too many times without doing that, and I've ran into hiccups during the presentation, and it messes up my flow. Also, it shows that the customer you're not really that locked in. Other than that, I'm gonna go back to the office right now. I'm gonna go work out. I don't know if I'm gonna work out actually. I've been really tired. I'll probably hit my 100 push-ups today, do some pull-ups, but I don't know, maybe do some sit-ups and stuff. But next week's a pretty big week. I should wrap up like a couple of the big projects. Hopefully they should have been done like a month ago, but we've done like so many changes, like it's kept us from actually releasing it, which kind of sucks. But that's just the reality of product development, is like it's not gonna go. It's usually, unless like you're in control of it, if you're working with third parties, it's hard to actually get shit done on deadline. Most shit is like it's just gonna get delayed because there's a lot of QA needed because your idea didn't fit theirs. Just a lot of time wasted, So sometimes, like, I think, like, why, like, I should try to understand how to code, or just get a better developer that asks the right questions up front, so that when they deliver the final product, it's not anything different than what you wanted. Limb videos are great, but don't expect everyone to actually watch through them fully and understand exactly everything you said. It's kind of like a false reality. I like fucking 5 hours of sleep last night. I slept at like 2 a.m. Oh my gosh. Freaking get off the road, man. I'm so tired, man. Kind of want to plunge today. Once you crack the code, then it pays off for a while. You just crack the code once, and then you can crack the code. You can become a better locksmith.